What's up with y'all? It's your boy AR,
It's your boy Ray Ray.
and we're doing an interview with Rare Radar.
What's up, Ray and AR? So how did you both get started in producing?
So, okay, we started, well, it was my sophomore year in high school, and it was his 8th grade year in middle school. For real, it was his idea. I didn't really know nothing about producing. Like, it wasn't really my thing. I honestly was just really good at tech stuff, so I was the kid that was getting all, like, free equipment. So I got it for him, and I was messing around with it a couple times, and I was like, this is actually kind of fun. And then he was like, man, you might as well do it with me. So I was like, cool. We ended up taking it serious after like 4 months. And ever since then, we just never looked back.
So, like, are y'all related?
Yeah, it's my blood brother. It's my blood brother.
Which part, by looking at us, who you think the oldest?
Him?
Yeah, damn, you got
Okay. But I always want to know, like, was y'all related or not. So, do y'all grow up in, like, a musical family?
Yeah,
father, our dad, our pops, he is an artist.
Okay,
yeah, that's really the first person that got us into music. He was doing stuff as kids, trying to be rappers. When we got older, we like, yeah, rapping ain't really, I don't like being in the limelight or just rapping. It ain't really what I want to do. So when we start producing and really start being able to make a difference with the music and seeing people's reactions, like, oh no, this is our niche, so let's stick with this.
So, congrats on the new album.
Thank
tell
you.
us a little about the creative process, how long you took to complete the album, who else helped behind the scenes.
This album took a while, I'm not gonna lie.
Few months?
Yeah, a few months, probably
2 or
like
3 months.
2 or 3 months.
And who executive produced the album was Big Tone.
Yeah, shout out to Big Tone.
Big Tone and Dave from Trap Star.
Yeah, shout out to Trap Star Music Group. They really helped us out a lot with our planning and everything. Getting everything together, it was honestly fun.
Yeah.
This is our first album that we really put together and curated a whole list of music that really shows a good body of work and represents us as our artistry and, the things that we do as far as behind the scenes. So the process was fun. Like we was geeked up in the studio, like having fun, like listening to the music, it was a fun process. It was a fun process. Like half of the artists that's on the project, we actually cool with, like, that's our friends. So we just making music. It didn't feel like we was creating songs for our album. It was just like another day at the studio.
Right.
So
And Harry, his name Harry the Wizard, he mixed the whole album as well. He's a dope
engineer. So
mixing
we just like all the people that we work with are pretty much our homies. So it was cool being able to work with them and create a body of work that we can just show the world. It's like, nah, this is what we did.
So the album is called Last of the Leaders. So what made you title it that?
We were, for one, well, first of all, we was going through hella names. Trying to pick them up first. We had a whole bunch of them. It was like 10, 20 names we had at first. So we just like scratching them out, picking this, we're going through that. So I think Last of the Leaders stuck out with us because it's like the meaning behind it. For one, it relates to our lives, our everyday life.
Yeah.
And it goes back to like the beginning, like when we started, like was our motive from making music. Like it wasn't nothing like money, it wasn't family, none of it. It was just because
we love doing it.
Like we're Last of the Leaders. We're the ones who pushed forward when nobody else had that motive to do it. We the ones who kept going when everybody thought it was over. So we were the last ones on the table to always be there. We never go nowhere.
For sure.
So how did you link up with artists such as LA Foes, Mino, Raleigh?
But LA Foes, we've been knowing him. We actually went to high school with him.
Yeah.
So U-City was, man, U-City breeds the best, man.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody in high school, but U-City, they doing it.
We were at Raleigh. We DM him?
Yeah, we actually, so a friend of ours put us up on Raleigh. Shout out to Shell. She put me on to him, and she was like, you should work with this guy. It's probably like 2018. And I was like, I think he had just caught his first deal. So he was working and everything, and she was like, you should work with him. So I reached out to him. He ended up responding. We sent him some beats.
Yeah.
He ended up doing like 4 records, and then I think we didn't see him or hear from him for like a year. And then we was at ATL. He was like, pull up. So we ended up pulling up. We made like 10 songs, and then ever since then we just been locked in. As far as Smeed, we actually met him through mutual people. We met him first in like 2017. At the Big Shine and Metro Boomin concert.
Was that Double Nothing album?
Yeah, so when they dropped that album, he was actually here. This is when he did his first, I think one of his first shows at the pageant around that time. So that was real. That was cool.
Yeah.
So.
So was your first placement with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what was that process like? You guys actually won some points for that too, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we went go with that record.
Yeah.
Pull up.
So
my bad, Kale.
Are you good?
With Kale, we've been working with him like since high school.
yeah,
That's when we had the class in high school.
Yeah, we actually been knowing him. So we did a class at U City. We did like an actual studio class. So in our school, they built the whole studio for us on the 4th floor. They paid for everything. The school funded everything. And we had him in the class at the time. So we had already been knowing him, just been working and everything. We did a field trip and we started doing records. And then the first couple of records that he released as like a solo artist, we produced those. So we was just working with him since then. And then he ended up getting signed. He was like, hey, I need some records. Yeah, that's how we got crazy.
And so, like, it's dope to have like a school that believes in you. So, like, are you guys still in contact with your old
Oh yeah,
teachers?
of course.
and stuff?
Shout out Susan Hill. That's who made that happen for us. Like she really helped us out with that. So yeah, we still connected with them.
So who are some of y'all's inspirations in regards to like producers and production and stuff?
Kanye West for sure. Pharrell, Mike Dean, Metro Boomin. And I'm gonna have to say Timbaland. Yeah.
All of them, plus you forgot Southside, so dang, what's the name? You got Southside, you got Mike Dean. You said Mike Dean?
Yeah, I say my name.
Oh, you said Mike, him and what's the dude name? It's an older man. He got
Rick
Great
Rubin.
Bird. Yeah, Rick Rubin.
Yeah.
Him as well. He's the dope artist. I love him. He a dope producer. He produced for a lot of stuff.
So who would you guys want to collaborate with in the future?
My dream collaboration is Erykah Badu. I get some with Mama Erica, we straight. Cool, I'm satisfied.
You said you put Erykah Badu. I got to pick something different. I would say yay, but it's like a no-brainer. But I say, if she's still even doing music, what's her name? Sade. If she's still even recording, I'd love to do a record with Sade. We sampled so many Sade records.
Yeah, we grew up on Saturday, so that'd be perfect.
Yeah, I'm grandmother was stayed on it.
So who or what keeps you motivated to keep going in this game?
Each other for real. Him, like we kind of stay on each other's head. Like we really motivate eeach other because we're a team. So it's like, all right, one down, the other person obviously gonna be down. So we can't both be down. So we always try to uplift each other. Then we actual brothers, so like it's second nature.
Even our parents motivate us.
Yeah.
Like our mom or dad always motivate us to, keep going. Even when things might not look like it's gonna head in a good direction, you still keep going.
So
you don't know when it's gonna come out another thing. So
you gotta keep working.
So how would you guys describe the St. Louis sound? You have to describe it.
St. Louis sound, I feel like the St. Louis sound sounds like a big old pot of gumbo. And like we got all type of different flavors of music. Like everybody's doing their own thing. Everybody got their own style. Like whatever, like you got subcategories of different type of styles of music. But St. Louis got some stuff for sure. Like there's just not a lot of light being shined on the city right now, but that's all about changing in a while. So for sure,
St. Louis has a lot of talent that people really don't know of. And honestly, St. Louis created a lot of these people, these artists that people really don't know of. We just sit back at St. Louis. We all about respect. You gotta respect us at the end of the day because you know how much work we put in.
For sure.
St. Louis artists, producers, and everything. We really be running the game. The underground for sure. But in a minute, everybody gonna know what St. Louis really have done.
So you guys mentioned being from U City already. So being from U City, what does it mean to see other people from U City like Nelly and Brad Bill do well in their respective fields?
Oh, that's love. We see Jason Tatum going crazy.
Oh yeah,
that's a kid from U City that dunked on LeBron. Like, no disrespect to LeBron, you still cool, Brian.
I seen that.
Jason dunked on you, dog. I'm from U City, dog.
Brad Bill, mom was our gym teacher.
Facts.
I remember that. What was that? I think it was a freshman. She was our gym teacher. She was pretty cool. She always let us play basketball. Love her.
So yeah, seeing everybody do their thing, it's
amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro. It's possible.
That's another motivation, kids and you say like in general.
Shout out Ronnie Perkins too.
Oh yeah, Ronnie
just went to the NFL to the Patriots. That's our friend.
Yes.
We've known him since like children and from U City as well. So it's like
we started.
It's possible.
He was doing his football thing. So we all started at the same time to the thing. Yeah.
So what makes you rare?
For me, I say what makes us rare is the diversity. We're able to do everything and not like go in a different lane and make it to what that lane would accept, but go into a different lane and make it my own and make it with my perspective or how I feel like this should be portrayed. So we're able to really be diverse in the music and not just be box into one type of genre.
What make us rare in general, like our sound in general. I feel like we can make a trap beat, but it want to sound like the typical stuff you hear on radio, typical artists of trap beat, or we make some like R&B soul, neo soul stuff. We make some reggae stuff. We make a whole bunch of stuff, but it's different in our way. It's like the pattern, everything, the groove, the swag, the groove, the soul you get from it. It's just different. And they will see definitely with this album. You have a lot of different songs in here. We want everybody to listen to the whole body of the work. Really.
Now you guys already mentioned you have an album coming out, but what else is next for you?
We're actually we trying to do a real nice festival soon. To really piggyback off the album and everything. We want to get some of the artists here. We're gonna keep y'all in touch with everything, but we're trying to do a real nice festival.
We're working on a lot of EPs too.
Yeah, a lot of EPs. We got some projects coming out.
Big Weezy, we're gonna work on this EP next. LA Foes working on this album, honestly.
Yeah.
Foes is gonna be dropping an album soon.
Working on some projects with Riley. We got a joint EP with him that's coming soon. So just working on new music and pretty much working the album and everything. Y'all can follow us on all social media at Ray and AR. That's RAYANDAR. Yeah. Thanks y'all.